All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. So, long time no see. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos. I have been a little bit busy. Today was a little bit of my rest day. Um, I bought Mario Party, the Mario Party Superstars. The game is awesome. I'm a little bit upset right now with Wario. So if I end up playing any of you guys online and you're Wario, I'm just letting you know I am not taking it easy on you at all. All right, this is a crypto channel, so I'm basically just going to talk about what's been happening within the crypto space lately, and just kind of give you guys some an update on what's been going on. So as the title suggests, and I put this title as an interesting title because I want you guys to understand that right now we're in this weird spot to where there's so much anticipation of a bull run and possibly a mega bull run. Now, I know a lot of you guys who have entered this space, you really don't know what a mega bull run looks like. I do. Unfortunately, I didn't have any money at the time, and I didn't have any money within the crypto space for various reasons. But yeah, when you see a mega bull run, you're going to know about it. But anyway, the bull run is going to happen. Like it's happening now, but I'm talking about like a real bull run, like, you know, where everything is like 15-20% up, and a mega bull run is going to definitely, I shouldn't say definitely, possibly happen if certain conditions are met. I've explained this before about what conditions those are for, especially for Holochain, because most of you guys know that that's that's the project that that I'm invested most in. So first and foremost, let's get something out of the way. For many of you guys know I made a video called Moonboy69 like a while back, right? If only I had listened to him, right? If I had to put money into Shiba Inu, and back in the day, I mean, obviously it was a joke video, but everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna moon. Everything is gonna moon," right? And I was making that joke video, but this is what happens. This is the risk you take. I could have taken out my profits that I had made from Holochain and invested it into Shiba Inu, and I would have a whole lot of money right now. That's just the way it is. Right now in the crypto space, these solid projects like Holochain, Chainlink, a couple of other ones, VChain, Cardano, a lot of these projects are solid projects, but it's like people don't want to invest in them, or the newcomers within the space don't want to invest in them because it's not popular, and you have to do your own research. So I'm actually going to talk about Holochain in just a second, but I want to back up just a little bit for some of you guys who don't know exactly what Holochain is. And I imagine some of you guys are like, you're looking into the space, you're looking at CoinMarketCap or whatever, CoinGecko, whatever you're looking at, and you're seeing that the Holochain is popping off, and you're like, "Oh wow, this is an awesome coin. I mean, I bet it's gonna pop off like Shiba Inu." Hold your britches, hold your horns. Just hold on, just a second here. That is not the way it works. For some of us who's been in the crypto space for a while now, you have to be extremely lucky. No matter how much research you do, you never know exactly. We don't know what the future is. So the best thing that we can do is invest in solid projects. That's I do my own research. You guys know how I tell you guys do your own research. And that's my approach. invest in very solid projects, and then you hold on. Right now in the crypto space, we're seeing people meme coins and popularity, and we got all of these famous people coming in. I've been talking about this before. Um, I've stated this before. We're going to start having all these famous people start, well, I've been investing in Bitcoin, or, you should invest in Bitcoin or Dogecoin or Shiba Inu, whatever it is. So that's going to happen. So for many of you guys who are new to the crypto space, I want to let you guys know you probably need to do your own research and have strong hands. And what I mean by that is you have to understand exactly what each project means to you. So some people are long-term investors. I'm not going to go into all of this because I made a video on this. Some people are long-term investors. Some people are short-term investors. Some people are day traders, whatever it is. Some people dollar cost average. You need to know exactly what you're going to do, what your plan is, so that you have a great exit strategy / stay strategy, whatever it is, that's number one. For many of you guys who are new to crypto space. Number two, I bet some of you guys are wondering, well, what? I see that Holochain is popping off, but when I go on YouTube and I try to I try to find out about Holochain, and then I what is those things? I super chat my favorite YouTuber, and he doesn't talk about Holochain all that much. He doesn't get deep into Holochain all that much. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, Holochain is not a very simple project. It's not. You have to do your own research. You may have to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos that explain what Holochain is. I recommend the one with Paul Diaust, I believe that's his name. Seemed like a very cool guy, very straightforward guy, at least on Twitter. He's a nice guy on Twitter, at least to me anyway. Seems like a nice guy. But anyway, the point is that he does a great job of explaining exactly what Holochain is. Now, what Holochain will become and its use cases, we're going to talk about that in a second. But I just want to let you guys know, if you're on YouTube right now and you're like, what in the world is going on with Holochain? What is it? Please do your own research. Most people within the crypto space, we have done our own research. And the thing that's frustrating for some people is that someone hears about a meme coin, puts $300 in, and all of a sudden they're millionaires. And for some of us, we've done hours and hours and hours of research on these solid projects that's going to change the world. The technology is going to change the world, and it works. And people are like, meh, because they don't know about it. They're not doing any research on it. And so, some of us will make, if and when Holochain, because I truly do believe that it will eventually hit $1. Some of us are looking at $1 million. Some people have 1 million hot tokens. There are a lot of people out there who have been extremely patient with this project because it has not moved. It has not moved in a while, and it's just starting to move lately. And so I want you guys, you new people, to understand, hey, this is a long-term project. And what I mean by long-term in the crypto space is within, I would say, a year or 2 year project, depending on your goals and where you want to be. And as far as being a simple project, Holochain is not a simple project. The tokenomics, what Holo Fuel is, what Holo Hosting is, what Holo is, what Holochain is, the differences between the distributed ledger technologies like Holochain, blockchain, DAG, and a couple of others. These are the things that I'm talking about. Tangled, I believe, is another one. But these are the things that I'm talking about. This is why the hot token is very, it's not very popular, because you just don't understand it. And in order to understand it, you have to do research. But for now, people are just investing in it. They don't have to understand it. They're just investing in it in meme coins or whatever coins that are popular right now. So That's that's the other thing. So going back, I want to talk about a couple of things that's been happening within the crypto space. So first and foremost, we all know that Shiba Inu has taken off. I A lot of people are talking about Shiba Inu. Oh, and by the way, I got. Oh, sorry, you guys, I skipped something that I was going to say. I didn't write this down, but um, the other important thing is that the hot token is not really accessible in the United States of America. And that's another thing that's holding its price back. Now, as far as the information of what you can know about Holochain, that's all over the internet. You can do your own research. Um, just know that you may have to use some of your brain cells. So, if you're thinking about going out drinking, you might not want to do that until you research a little bit more on Holochain. All right. So going back to Shiba Inu, it has taken off. It's doing great. Everybody have their opinions and their views on this. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the crypto space. I'm just throwing it out there. And as I stated before, we've entered a time period in which people are looking for hope, and that's what Shiba does, right? You invest in it, it gives you this big large number. You've put $300-400 in. I don't know how much that gives you, but let's say you got a couple of million Shiba Inu, and you're like, you know what? Let's just I hope it go to 1 cent. And if it goes to 1 cent, then wonderful. If it doesn't go to 1 cent, then hey. But you have the risk, and a lot of people talk about these risks, like, oh man, there are people that are risking everything. I can't tell you what your investment strategy is, but I will say this. The reason why, I would give people a reason why people are risking so much into certain cryptocurrency projects, especially meme coins, is because of the fact that obviously everybody's been talking about the greater fool theory lately. But when we're talking about investing, you guys have to understand that there is hope when you invest $300-400 and you can have life-changing money. Like, it's just completely change your entire world. So we're going to have some people, and I don't know what the project is, but we're going to have some people jump into a project, not know what the hell it is. They haven't done any research whatsoever, and they're going to come out millionaires. Whereas in some people, and it could be a good project, they're just not doing their research. There's some people, they could jump in the hot, and which there are some people. You guys look at Twitter. I watch the Twitter pages. I see everything that's happening on Twitter, just about everything that's happening on Twitter, and I see everyone, and they're talking about win pump, win money, win Lambo, all this stuff. I haven't been really seeing too many win Lambo statements, so that, I guess that's a good thing. I think people are really getting frustrated with the price of Holochain. Now, it is pumping right now. It's doing great. I think the coin overall, now from an investment point of view, has been doing okay. I can't say that it's been doing great at all. It's been hovering around 1 cent forever. So now that it is finally pumped, right? Now that it's finally pumped, I should expect this. I mean, Bitcoin, the last time Bitcoin was around $65,000. I mean, Holochain was at 2.8 or a point, excuse me, 0.028, almost 3 cents. So I'm fully expecting this. This is no surprise to me when I wake up in the morning and I see that hot is up 30-40%. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me excited. It doesn't make me sad. I need to remind you guys that I'm at the point, and I have to remind you guys this, I'm at the point to where in my brain, in my mind, Holochain has already made it. I am already preparing myself for the future. Meaning I'm already doing research and looking at things to find out exactly what's going to happen. Having said that, before I get into my whole Holochain spill, and it's been a while, so I apologize if the video is a little bit long, but before I get into this Holochain spill, I have to have a I told you so moment. You guys, please, you know I've been talking about this for a very long time. What did I tell you guys? I told you guys, I said, be careful. Facebook is going to get into the virtual reality realm with the Oculus, and they're going to put their it's going to be crazy. People are going to start working with Facebook and earning DM or whatever their currency is, or I should say the Meta project or whatever Meta, whatever it is. I said that they're going to start getting into VR heavily, and that's exactly what they are doing. This is why I always tell you guys to do your own research, because you have to understand where all of this stuff is going. All of these things are going, and I'm going to repeat just a little bit of what I've said before. Please go back and watch my videos on Facebook. I've made a couple of them. I'm telling you guys have to be able to see what is coming. And that's the problem with a lot of people right now. You can't see what is coming. You don't see how technology changes your world, how it changes the economics, the economy, excuse me, how it changes the economy, right? So people are going to start working for Facebook. They're going to be doing it in their own homes, and they're going to be working for Facebook in a different world, meaning the meta or the virtual reality world. And guess what? Facebook is already ahead of a lot of these projects that are trying to mimic Ready Player One and so forth and so forth. It just is what it is. I know. This is why I tell you guys, you have to understand what's going on and what's happening and what the future actually is. I knew this was going to happen, and it's going to get, I shouldn't say worse, but it's going to be a little bit deeper than any of you guys could have ever imagined. I'm telling you guys, people are going to have their own jobs, full-time jobs on a VR. It's happening. It is going to happen. I have a VR. If I have the opportunity to maybe have a job or work for Facebook and wander around in my little avatar and make sure that everybody's being nice to each other in this particular world or this server or wherever we are, that's perfectly fine. That's the future, people. Same thing with Holochain. And now I'm going to go back into Holochain. If you guys, again, this is my told you so moment. Please do your own research. This is why I tell you guys to do your own research. And then obviously that's where, in my own personal humble opinion, and I know many of you guys are not from the United States, but how I think things are going to go is that the online world is going to be so dramatic that they're just going to level the playing field for people, because you can't make minimum wage of $18 an hour working online in a city. Well, you can in a city where you're not a minimum wage, but you can make $18 or $19, whatever it is, on VR. And you can be in the state of Florida or Texas, and there's no taxes. And now you have an advantage, a high advantage over somebody who lives in California or New York or Chicago, and they're doing the exact same thing, but they have to pay taxes. There's so much stuff. You guys have to understand how this is going to change your world, your country, your the municipalities within the borders, your borders within your country is going to change so much. It's gonna be the rules and regulations. It's just the laws. It's all changing. Okay, it's all going to change. All right, Holochain. So Holochain has some pros. Holochain has Holochain has oh, what was the word? I almost I was thinking about a different word and I don't want to say it. but there are pros in Holochain. There are foes in Holochain, and then there are woes of Holochain. So let's go with the let's start with the worst. Let's go with the uh, woes of Holochain. Um, First off is the price. We all understand that the price has not moved for a while. I mean, really, to be honest with you guys, it really, to me, in my own personal opinion, it should be at 5 cents by now. I don't see why it's not. Let me put it this way: if people have done their own research and researched as much as they have with Ethereum or Cardano or Solana, and you know, I'm not, and I know everybody's on the Solana hype train right now. Solana might do well. Solana might do great. It could do amazing things. But as far as price is concerned, it's doing wonderful. It's doing great. But I always, when a system gets attacked, when things are rushed out there, I hesitate for a moment because of the fact that that's a red flag. Something could happen, and if something happened, it is all over. It is over. As far as finance is concerned, as far as tech is concerned, they can easily get it corrected and move forward from there. Again, like I said, I'm not so I'm a hater. I think it could work out. I think a lot of these. I think it's doing great right now. I think it's working perfectly right now. I'm just saying that it gives me cause to pause when things like that happen. All right. So the woe obviously is the price. The other thing is the tech. It's hard to understand. It's difficult to wrap your head around exactly what Holochain is. You know, you can't tell your grandma, your grandpa, hey, you know, I want to invest in Holochain. Well, they ask you what is it, and you're like, you know, I went to a blockchain meetup. I understand some of you guys who are Holochain fans. A lot of people aren't really familiar exactly what Holochain is. So again, blockchain slash cryptocurrency meetup before I get attacked. But I went to the meetup, and you know, they were like, "Oh, well, what is Holochain?" And I'm like, I, you know, you guys know how I am. I'm not really a huge um, I'm not really good with words. I'm not really good with explaining things in the right way. I just tell people, hey, look, you got to do your own research. And it kind of forces people, it forces you to tell people, hey, do your own research. Now, I could go into where, you know, they're doing the cloud hosting thing and all that kind of stuff. But I hate generalizing things because then it just reminds them of a different project. Oh, so it's like Solana. No. Oh, so it's like EOS. No. It's like BitTorrent. No. No, it's not. So it's just very simple for me to just tell people to do your own research, find out exactly what Holochain is, and you'll be good to go because I can't. But that's the other barrier that's happening with Holochain is the fact that a lot of people really don't understand the potential that it has. Again, I know what the potential is, and I do know for a fact that it's going to change a lot of things of what's happening in the world right now. When you're able to change communication, and this is something, it's a new way of communication, it's a new way of doing things. It completely and totally changes the game, right? I'm not talking about no change the game as a slight upgrade or, oh, wow, it's a blockchain and it has sharding and it can do everything that, and it's better than Bitcoin and it has all these protective layers and all of this other good stuff. No, it's its own project. Do your own research and look it up. Okay. So Holochain has foes out there. And what I mean by that is, there are a lot of YouTubers out there. They refuse to talk about Holochain. And the reason why they refuse to, and I can't necessarily blame them, is because they are scared to have their opinion about a project that they don't understand or don't really fully know. Again, I've talked with, messaged on online, and I'm all over the place, and with, you know, these huge fans of other projects and everything, and when I read the things that they tell me, like about their project, and I do my own research and I look at their project, and I'm like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because when you're looking at blockchain, it's still a blockchain. And I don't think blockchain is bad, by the way. It's not bad. It's just the fact that it's a different technology. Holochain is a different technology, and the distributed ledger is run differently than a blockchain. That's all there is to it. That means that the communication, the way things work, is completely opposite. Not opposite, but it's totally different. So, but Holochain has foes that really don't. And the reason why it has a lot of foes right now is because of people have invested in Holochain long time ago, and they got burned because they got burned because of time. And the reality of it is, and everybody's kicking themselves in the rear end. Well, if I had just taken the money that I invested, look, people, this is just the truth of the matter. If I've taken the money that I invested and put it into Shiba Inu right now, I don't think I would be right here right now making videos on my phone right now, because my camera, my laptop is so bad. I will have all the upgraded stuff. I will be in probably a brand new home, and I will be making videos like what was that one dude? Like well, one of the other YouTubers, he had a pool in the backyard, whatever. He got a nice area, Puerto Rico, different things like. It's wonderful. I'm not hating on him. It's great. It's good. But the reality of it is that a lot of people have lost patience, because this is what they were expecting. They were expecting the same kind of gains that Shiba had to have with the hot token, to have with Holochain, because of its technology, because of its revolutionary technology that's happening here. And it didn't happen. And because of that, you're going to have a whole lot of people are like, I'm so sick and tired of this. Marketing. Once Holochain really starts marketing and marketing properly, you guys know I'm a big, huge critic. Well, who was it that told me? Someone was telling me about, I don't have any reason to be upset or get emotional about the way Holochain is run things, because I'm not, I'm not ahead of Fortune 500 organization, or I'm not, I'm not into advertising or whatever it is, for whatever it is. I'm not into it, so I can't really tell an organization how they should run their things or how they can be more efficient. And that is one of the most flawed views I've ever seen in my whole entire life. You want to know why it's flawed? Because it's flawed because it's saying, because you make money, because you're in a specific spot, that means that you know what you're doing. Because you don't make money, and the opposite is true, and you're just a regular YouTuber, regular guy, and you're not in a situation, you don't have any money, you have to make smart choices with your finances in order to live and survive. But no, you don't know what it means to run a company or run an organization, and you're not educated enough. That is flawed. That is saying that I'm not intelligent enough to run my own company or run my own organization, or to help any company or organization reach different levels. As I will say, I will bet on myself 100 times out of 100. If they had Squid Games if they had Squid Games and it was all organization, administration, making things run smoothly within, dealing with human resources, dealing with advertising, dealing with public appearance and public announcements, and just being able to efficiently communicate with other organizations, just being a business overall, I would definitely volunteer. I would jump into a Squid Game, and I'd be like, hey, look here. I'm in on it. Now, that's easy for me to say because my life isn't on the line, but you guys know what I mean. I have full confidence in my ability to be able to change an organization and to be able to take any organization and take it further than what they are doing, because I'm one of those people to where I understand exactly. I may not know what's going on with your particular organization behind the scenes. And like I've always said, I always state, There are a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that we just don't know about. And again, that is where that's another reason why there's a lot of frustration, why there's a lot of foes, why Holochain has a lot of foes, because of the fact that they don't know. And there's something to be said about ignorance, right? You can only know so much. And if you don't, it's wonderful and it's fine if someone's like, yeah, he chopped his hands off. And, everybody in public opinion is like, oh, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad. And then it's like, oh, he chopped his hands off because a spider bit him on his finger and the blood was going to flow and he chopped it off. So he saved the dude's life. And then people are like, oh. So, and I understand as in an organization, in a business like Holochain, they're probably like, man, these guys don't understand what's going on, what's really happening behind the scenes. But that's where communication comes in at. And again, that's why that's why Holochain has developed people, what I call foes, because they're like, oh, Holochain is trash. Holochain is this. Well, obviously, you're going to have that in Twitter. If you don't have people talking bad about you on Twitter, you're obviously doing something wrong. You're not part of the game. You got to get part of the game. Got to do or say something right. Yeah, when you say something right or something with common sense and people start jumping all over you and being negative and everything else in between, now you're doing something right. That's just how it works with Twitter. Anyway, I've been a little bit facetious, but so there's that. And let me go into the pros. So there are some pros in Holochain. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of people out there, and I found this kind of sort of weird. There's a lot of people out there who have received their holoports. I find it odd that not many people have made videos on their holoports. I find that very, very odd. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a few people, they have the holoports and they're making videos and they're saying, hey, this is what it is. But usually you will see a whole lot more people doing those types of things. And I really haven't been seeing much of that. I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I just found it very interesting. I have seen a lot of videos where people are testing elemental chat and they're showing how this works and that works, and with Junto and Kazuna and different examples. Really excited for those projects, by the way. Now, I'm going to have a Facebook moment or DM moment or meta moment, whatever moment you guys want to call it. And I'm going to explain to you guys something. You guys do realize that once cloud hosting is available, we're going to have to change. And once the communication, the way the devices communicate, especially with IOTA, and there's not IOTA, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. But you guys have to realize that there's going to be a lot of organizations that are going to struggle. They're going to tank, and people are going to start being smarter and wiser about how they're actually doing things. And especially in the messaging right now, it's almost no reason to have a cell phone plan. You can call whoever you want using internet. You can stream whatever you want using internet. You can message people using internet. The only reason why a lot of these things, you're not able to do those things outside because the internet is not everywhere. What happens when the devices are communicating with no need for the internet? And again, this is what I'm talking about. You guys have to start thinking about the future. Start thinking about how things are going to be affected, how technology is going to be affected, and how we communicate and how everyone communicates. So again, there are pros out there that do know exactly what's going on. Go on Twitter. There are people who have followed Holochain for a very long time. I've been following Holochain for a very long time. However, I've done probably too much research, but there's a lot of stuff that I have found out, that I have put together, and I've used my common sense, and I've put the pieces on the board from all the pieces that I know, and I'm painting a picture of exactly what I think things should be. But we'll see. I'm not a fortune teller, but I will tell you this. I do take the pieces, I put them together, I find out exactly how this is going to affect my world. And you guys should definitely be doing the same. This is how you get ahead in life. This is how you get ahead of the curve. You have to understand exactly what is going on ahead of time, and find out how that's going to affect you. Case in point, what was it, about a year ago, excuse me, about 6 or 7 or 8 months ago, there's like, oh no, there's not going to be any inflation and it's transitory and all this kind of stuff. And look at where we are now. People ain't, look, again, just because someone has a lot of money, or they're in a position of power, or wherever they are, it doesn't mean that they have their best interest for you, nor does it mean that they're intelligent people. It just means that they're in the place that they are. And unless they show proof, which is another thing, it's very difficult, right? I can sit here and I can talk to people till they're blue in the face, but it's very difficult until people actually see proof, which is another reason why Holochain struggles a bit, because people want to wait. That dude put this much into the hot token, and he's what now? What? Really? Yes. Okay, I'm jumping in. That's the way it works. That's how the meme coin's been working. That's how Bitcoin has even worked. People are like, I put in this much Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin takes off, and then everybody wants a piece of Bitcoin because they see it steadily going up and they see it as a store of value, everything else between, and then the dominoes fall from there. Is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video right there. I just wanted to let you guys know, I'm still alive. Hope you guys are doing well. Please, please, please. I'll always say this: do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, and this is definitely not least, please stay safe out there. This world, this economy, things are not going to be very rosy in the next year or so. That's just my own personal opinion on what I think. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm one of those people, I like to think about the positive things and everything's going to be great. But again, I like to take the little pieces of information that I have and put it all together and say this adds up to this. And from what I've seen, from my collective information that I've seen, yeah, it's not going to work. So it's not looking pretty. But anyway, please make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Be strong. Know your please have a good strategy, exit strategy, hodl strategy, dollar cost average strategy, whatever it is. Have a specific number in your head. If this reaches X, I'm pulling out, or if this reaches X, I'm gonna take half of it, or I'm gonna dollar cost average, or I'm gonna skim some off the top, whatever it is. But please, please, please make sure you have a game plan. Patience is extremely important. Please do not spend your waking days and evenings trying to figure out what's going up 20% and what's going down 15%, what's up 5%. It's all wonderful. It's all great. It looks good. It gives you that warm, good, fuzzy feeling inside when your project's going 30, 40%. But if you're a long-term holder, you need to just continue holding. Just enjoy life. Don't get frustrated if your project is not moving. It will, especially when we're really early. So when everyone else starts coming in, especially if you have a solid project. And I've said this before, but now I'm almost feeling like an idiot because of the fact that, hey, look here, I could have, like I said, while I was over there talking trash about Shiba, I could have invested in Shiba. And if I had a held like I hold with the hot token, look here, just saying, I'd be a millionaire right now. I think a lot of us would be a millionaire, but it is what it is. Anyway, please, please, please take it easy. That's the last time I'm going to say that. And yeah. Oh, if you guys want to play Mario Party, I'm huge into gaming, so Mario Party is extremely fun. You're gonna have to take some time, make sure you're not interrupted too much. But anyway, it's a really fun game. All right, you guys, take it easy. Bye.